The Dallas Cowboys simply can't have nice things as La'el Collins has been suspended 5 games. We'll break down the suspension, why it's going down right now, and what it means for the Cowboys here on today's video. But this is why you guys subscribe for breaking Cowboys news, even on my off days when my wife is upset with me. So hit that big red button and subscribe for more Cowboys news. Today's breaking Cowboys news is made possible by our friends over at Magic Spoon. Get $5 off your first order of the healthy and delicious cereal when you go to magicspoon.com/Cowboys. All right, the news, of course, Collins suspended for 5 games. The reason why? He missed his drug tests. I mean, what are you doing, La'el? You got one job. Show up and take the drug test. La'el Collins last year missed all the season due to a hip injury. Maybe he was in shape, maybe he wasn't. Whatever caused the hip injury, whether it was he was out of shape, leading to the hip injury, or the hip injury got him out of shape, whatever, he missed the season. And La'el Collins this offseason said, the worst part was I couldn't be out there for my team. Well, look where we are now, La'el. You're out 5 games because you didn't do your job and go get drug tested. Unacceptable by one of the Cowboys' best football players. This is not an okay move by Collins. There is no excuse for missing your drug tests. They don't take that long. And in general, by the way, it's not often that players who are going to test negative are missing the drug test, just so we're clear on that front. It's a 5-game suspension for La'el Collins. For those of you wondering, will appeal? No. La'el Collins has already tried to appeal. That was denied, so it is a 5-game suspension. Collins will return after the Dallas Cowboys bye because, well, that's how the timing works out, as Dallas will once again be without one of their top offensive linemen. It was Zach Martin in Week 1. Now it's La'el Collins for at least the next 5 games. It is a brutal blow to the Dallas Cowboys offense and the offensive line. And frankly, I'll argue La'el Collins' future with the organization because I don't like this stuff. Collins is a good football player, but if he's not out there, if he's not trying hard enough, maybe you try to move on. So what is your one-word reaction to the La'el Collins suspension? This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if you get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down and let me know your one-word reaction. You can go with brutal, you can go with dumb, you can go with disappointing. There's no boss here right now to tell me to stop me from swearing. My one word, dumbass. Because that's what La'el Collins is right now. You cannot miss the drug tests. What are you doing out there? Your selfish decision-making has significantly impacted your organization, your teammates, and your friends. This is unacceptable behavior by La'el Collins. Back-to-back years, his lack of availability is going to hurt the Dallas Cowboys offense. So yeah, maybe I'm being mean, but you know what? I'm right. La'el Collins missing his drug tests and not appearing for them is straight dumbassness. There's no way around it. There is no excuse out there for La'el Collins. Go take your drug tests and be available. You missed all of last season. You made a big deal about how I couldn't be out there for my teammates. Well, now you're going to miss even more time. Now you're out 5 games at minimum because of this failed drug test. Now on the offensive line last night in Week 1, it was Tyron Smith, Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Connor McGovern, La'el Collins. Of course, Brandon Knight and Zach Martin were on the COVID reserve list. In theory, both of those players should return in time for Week 2. But now, again, you're not going to be at 100% on the offensive line. You're going to have Tyron, Will, Biadasz back out there. Zach Martin, I think, will go back to right guard. We'll break that down more in depth here in a second. But you're also now without La'el Collins. Ty Nsekhe, Terrence Steele are 2 viable candidates to start at right tackle. We'll spend some more time in depth on both of those, although I wouldn't mind seeing Zach Martin out there at right tackle. Now, we'll go in depth on that, but first, today's show is made possible by our friends over at Magic Spoon. Get $5 off your first order when you head to magicspoon.com/Cowboys. Magic Spoon cereal, high in protein, low in carbs, sweet and delicious as well. So go get $5 off at magicspoon.com/Cowboys. That link, by the way, folks, will be in the comment section and it'll be in the description because, well, at least it's good for you, unlike missing your drug tests. Looking at you over there, La'el Collins. I think the favorite right now to start week 1 for the Cowboys, or not week 1, week 2 at right tackle, is Ty Nsekhe. They brought him over from the Buffalo Bills. He's an older player, but has plenty of starting experience, at least as much starting experience as you'll ever find as it relates to a swing tackle. He was garbage in the team's first preseason game. After that, though, he settled in nicely. The other option is Terrence Steele. Now, I've defended Terrence Steele before. I don't think he's as bad as some people want to make him out to be. I don't want him starting. I do want to make that very, very clear. Now, I think McCarthy in particular, maybe Joe Philbin as well, they like Terrence Steele. And if he's your fourth tackle, honestly, guys, you're not going to find a better fourth tackle in the NFL. Maybe the Tennessee Titans, but they don't have 2 good tackles. They've got 1 good one and 3 backup caliber players. So I don't want Terrence Steele. I don't want Ty Nsekhe. What I would like the Cowboys to do is move Zach Martin to right tackle. Here's the problem. I don't think this happens. I think it's twofold. The number one reason why, I don't think Zach Martin wants to play right tackle. He is a Hall of Fame player at guard. He had the injury last year at right tackle. Not that I blame the move to the injury there. I think Dallas wants Zach Martin at right tackle, or at right guard. I think Zach Martin himself wants to be at right guard. That is where he is comfortable. That's where he feels like he's playing at his best. So I get it from that perspective. I think that at some level I want to try to get your 5 best O-linemen on the field, which if you're not moving Zach Martin to right tackle, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to move Connor Williams or Tyron Smith or Connor McGovern to right tackle. That's not their position. I'm not touching Tyron's spot right now. You're keeping Connor Williams at left guard. Switching from left to right side, big change. Not easy to do, and McGovern's not a tackle, plain and simple. So in the end, I do think Ty Nsekhe is the favorite here to take over for La'el Collins in the interim. Make no mistake, although I think Nsekhe, and I hope Nsekhe, will play better than what the Cowboys got with their second and third string offensive line last year, this does impact the game plan. You have to help Nsekhe or Steele or whoever is out there at the right tackle position. You cannot leave them on an island. You get Joey Bosa this week, next week, I should say, against the LA Chargers. That's not an easy matchup. You're going to have to probably help Chip, help keep Zeke Elliott in more in terms of pass protection, help with your tight ends. I was hoping they were going to run the football more against the Chargers. That was a better matchup on the ground than it was going to be against the Buccaneers. Now I'm not so sure, because when your offensive line isn't at 100%, I like the quick, short passing attack. So we'll see what the offensive game plan looks like now, but it's going to change beyond the planned one from what the Cowboys had with Collins now out for 5 games. So what is your panic meter then for the Cowboys offensive line? Here I was, all concerned about La'el Collins' stinger issues, and now he gets suspended for 5 games because he's an idiot and doesn't take his damn drug tests. There's a safe space here. You can overreact if you want. Get your votes in on that scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, you're not panicked at all. Everything's fine. 10 being, you are in full-fledged meltdown mode. The season is already over. I also wanted to update you guys on the Michael Gallup injury here. Gallup is going to miss 3 to 5 weeks with a calf strain. This means he's probably going to end up going to short-term IR. I will make note from a roster juggling perspective, with Gallup a likely IR candidate and with La'el Collins suspended, when you bring back Brandon Knight and Zach Martin from the active or from the reserve COVID list, no roster moves are going to be required. The space will be there. I figure you'll bring Gallup back, hell, I think at worst case after the bye, maybe a little bit before that. The timing, we'll see. With Gallup out, you'll see plenty of Amari Cooper, plenty of CeeDee Lamb, of course. It's a short-term injury. Cedric Wilson, probably some Noah Brown, will allow you to get 2 tight ends, 2 backs on the field a little bit more frequently as well. It's not ideal for the Cowboys. It's Only a calf strain, though. Short-term injury, not ideal. I'm much more concerned about La'el Collins' stuff, though, than Michael Gallup's injury.